we are going to be talking about addressing things that you have buried, right? It's time. We like to say, let go and let God, right? But have you letting go and let God, right? We're going to talk about that on today. It is time. That stuff that you buried so many years ago that you didn't want to look at, that happened, that you know happened, but you tucked it away in your heart. We're going to be addressing these things on today because it's time to let go and let God. We are not going to give the enemy any more place in our life. We're not going to let him steal anything else from us. The Lord said that he has brought us into a wealthy place, and we need to learn how to live in that place, right? So we're going to be talking about these things today. It's time to deal with what you buried, and who knows that better than your girl, right? It was some things that happened in my childhood. Listen, I was afraid to talk about it because I was afraid of who it may offend, right? So I lived the majority of my life hurting, right? Because I kept on being put into these situations and these circumstances, and I kept trying to protect folks, right? I didn't understand it at that time. I was too young to understand a lot of things that happened in my life, but I kept trying to protect other people, but I didn't know the impact that it was having on my own life until I began to grow up and I began to understand some things, right? And so I thank God because in 2021, the end of 2021, the Lord moved me from Virginia to Tennessee. Now, I had been in Virginia all my life. I'm talking about 51 years, all my life. And the Lord said, move. So when I heard the Lord, then I started packing my boxes. Listen, I didn't know where I was going, what I was going to do, or anything. But when the Lord said to move, then I had to do what He said, right? We're talking about faith. I'm an author of faith, right? I teach people you how to build themselves up in their faith. And so I don't pack my boxes up, don't know where I'm going, but at the Lord's word, right, I'm getting ready. So here I am in Tennessee, to make that story short. As a matter of fact, you can catch more of that story on my other channel, which is A Faith That Works. But here I am in Tennessee, and one day I'm making my prayer before the Lord. I'm on my face. I'm in the place that I go to every day and all happy, making my prayer before the Lord. And as I was praying, I hear the Lord when He says that I see what's in your heart. And He said it can't stay there. And immediately I started to cry because I knew that there were some things in my life that I had tucked way back in my heart, right? But unbeknownst to me, God saw it. He saw it all. He saw the offense when it happened. I was a child. He saw it all. But me, in an effort to try to forget what happened to me, thank you, Ryan. In order to forget what happened to me, I tucked it away, right? I didn't want to tell anybody about it. I hid it. And I did a good job of hiding those things from people that had happened to me because, like I said, always trying to protect somebody else, right? And I cried when the Lord said that to me because I knew then that He knew what was in my heart. And that may be some of you. Whatever trauma or abuse that you suffered in your life, you did a good job of hiding it from people, but you still wrestling with it. And today we want to tell you to let go and let God. Don't just let that be something that we continue to say, let go and let God, but we never let go, right? God cannot move you forward into the things that he wants to if you're still choosing to hold on to stuff that he's trying to free you from, right? So let's get into this word. If you've had that to happen to you, drop it down in the chat that yes, I've experienced something like that. And yes, I've tried to hide it from people. I've been afraid to talk about it. I've been afraid to tell people about it because I didn't know how they would respond. Right? If that is you, drop it in the chat.